This video covers the basics of the free Airtable starter base required for use with KDP Wizard. When logged into your Airtable account, click to open the starter base you added during the quick setup guide video. If you're not familiar with database terminology, here's a quick run through of the basics. The base itself is similar to an online spreadsheet like Google Sheets, with a few differences which provide a powerful central location to store everything associated with your book data. A base, short for database, provides the ability to upload file attachments to each record, keeping your cover and interior files stored alongside the books which use them. You can also create links between table records. The tabs along the top are known as tables, similar to sheets in spreadsheet parlance. Within every table there are rows, which are called records in Airtables, and columns, which are known as fields. You can also link records between tables, so if an author has created multiple books, you can link that author record to all the books they created. This way you don't have any duplicated data, which makes for a quicker and slicker operation of your base and the data stored in it. Tables from the markets table onwards are not for general use and exist for KDP Wizard to function. Now let's look through the tables you'll be using with KDP Wizard. When books are pushed to your base, all your book data is saved to the bookshelf table, one record per book. The only exception is for the covers and interiors, authors and contributors, and the profiles tables for descriptions, keywords, and pricing. KDP Wizard sends the data for these to their respective table and creates a linked record automatically, so that multiple books using the same info connect to a single record. These are then available for use in-page directly in KDP via the smart drop-down menus when creating or editing a book. In the bookshelf there are lots of fields. Some are hidden, but these are all required for KDP Wizard. The visible ones largely represent all the fields in the KDP book edit pages. Most of these should be self-explanatory. Sometimes there will be a circular info icon in the field name which indicates there is a description that provides more information about that field. Scroll to the far right of the bookshelf table to the sales field to see some examples. Hover over the info icon to see its description. The bookshelf table has a few default views. Views are a way of setting up your table to show only the info you want at a given time. The sales view shows books that have sold and the sales fields for each marketplace, and all of the fields are hidden from view. The best sellers gallery shows books with sales sorted with the most sales first. The books by status view groups your books by status to see which ones are in draft or live. If you wish to create your own, duplicate an existing view so you have the original to hand. Name the new view and select which fields you want visible by hiding those you don't. You can also move them around by clicking and dragging and apply any combination of sorts, filters and groups. Anything you set in this custom view is saved to that view only. Revert back to the default grid view simply by selecting it. New records will be created in the cover and interiors table for your books. If you use the same interior for multiple books, only one interior record will be created and linked to all books it's used on. The link name is created using the file name of the PDF that was originally uploaded where available. You can add file attachments to these records to keep everything together. Cover and interior records which have a suitable file attachment or supported cloud storage link will appear in the KDP Book Create and Edit Content pages. On PC, just copy the URL and paste that into the file name text box and click OK to load that file directly into KDP. On Mac, just download the file and click to upload to KDP. Similarly, authors and contributors used on books pushed to your base will have their own unique records created. If you always use the same author, only one author record will be created and linked using the author field to all of those books. You can click this blue-grey field to open up the linked record directly and edit in place, without having to find that exact record in the authors table. Airtable shows a line to indicate which table that particular field is linked to. To create profiles for book descriptions used regularly, add them in this table for quick population, in-page within KDP. Just create a new record, give it a name, and and enter some text with or without HTML tags. The next time you refresh or open a book edit page in KDP, your new profiles will be available. For keywords, you have 7 fields with a 50 character limit each. This is shown by the real-time character counter within the table. Create a new record, name it, and enter some keywords. Anything entered in an Airtable base is automatically saved, providing you have an active internet connection. Any new profile records added to your base will be available within KDP when you're listing or editing a book. Just refresh the page if you need them to appear right away. The default grid view in the Price Profiles table is set to show all profile records by default. Because the expanded distribution checkbox and marketplaces are different for paperbacks and ebooks, we've created views for these which filters on the type field. Just be sure to select the correct book type for any new profiles you create for these to filter properly. The new products and scalar tables act as a holding place to enter information when creating new books. New products is a table where you enter data manually. With the scalar table, you can create formulas to auto-generate your listing data based on some keywords. These tables also have different views available to reduce the number of fields you see at any one time. You can set these tables as the source in the pop-up app when listing on KDP to auto-load this data into the KDP pages. We'll go over these in more detail in another video. Now you should have a better idea what is going on in your base and how the data is stored and linked by KDP Wizard. Thanks for watching, bye for now.